Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to start exploring the Road of Sacrifices. But first, I wanted to talk to an NPC that we haven't talked to yet. Full disclosure, I've actually gotten one of the 3 possible endings for this game on another save file, which is named Zelda, appropriately, to complement our Link character here. There is an NPC quest, however, that I didn't get to fulfill in that game because I goofed. I didn't realize you had to do a certain thing in a certain order. But it's a really interesting quest, the parts that I know of, so I want to try and show it in this playthrough. I have to find the NPC first, though, if I may. Let's see. I think he's over here. We're also, at some point, going to do kind of a backtrack episode, where we go back and we fight the swordsman that kicked our ass earlier with the katana, and there's also something that we missed in the Undead Settlement, now that I think about it. So, and we're also going to take on that really huge crystal lizard at the beginning of the game. It's also really warm in the city that I'm recording in today, so I have a fan going, and I apologize if that picks up on the audio. Hopefully I've soundproofed enough that it doesn't, but if it picks up, I just want to let you know that I know, and I'm sorry about it. But before we talk to this guy, we rescued him because he was the only pilgrim that didn't die. Before we do that, I want to look at some key items that we started with, and one is the Way of White Circlet. And this is an online play item. It restores the connection to other worlds. So we started with that. There's something else that we started with. Let's see. Can't remember where it is now. Pretty sure it's in here. Oh, there it is, right in front of me. This is the Dark Sign. The Dark Sign is a sign of an accursed undead, which is us. The Dark Sign returns its bearer to the last bonfire rested at, or the bonfire at Firelink Shrine, but at the cost of all souls held. Carriers of the Dark Sign are reborn after death and eventually lose their minds, turning hollow, and so it is they are driven from their homelands. This acts similarly to the Hunter's Mark in Bloodborne. That would return you to a lamp, but you'd have to drop all your blood echoes, where the Bold Hunter's Mark would allow you to go back to the lamp with your echoes, and in this game, that's the Homeward Bone. So, but the point is, the lore on this is that each time you die, you would normally go hollow in a Souls game, but if we take off our helmet, we can see that we're still very much human, and we actually started as human, which is really interesting. And instead of restoring humanity in this game, we restore our ember. So a little bit different. I'm going to put the Lothric helm back on. Right? We're still rolling. Anyway, I wanted to point that out because when we talk to this guy...
Oh, our champion of Ash, welcome home. This pilgrim, with a debt in death, hardly deserves to behold this divine flame. And I never would have, had you not taken me into your service. I thank you dearly for this, and assure you of my leal service.
Would like to apologize for my phone going off there. Totally forgot to put it on silent. Just lots of mediocrity happening today. Anyway, this guy, you can purchase things from him. He mentioned that he was a sorcerer in a past life, so you can buy sorceries from him, and that's about it. You can also talk to him a little bit more.
I was once a sorcerer.
Repeating what I just said.
Alas, the magic of Londor is a far cry from the wonders of Vinheim.
Yeah, Vinheim is a pretty premier magic school.
What I know, perhaps more importantly, I believe that I can help tease out your true strength. We pilgrims of Londor are keenly aware that those branded by the Dark Sign possess something quite special.
Alright, so we get a gesture beckon from him. So he's beckoning us to him. Is really, usually when you get a gesture, it's referring to something of the character that you're talking to. He also says the Dark Sign means that there's something special about you, and that special thing is that you're undead. If we say we want to draw out our true strength,
Bearer of the Dark Sign, let your true strength shine.
he will let us level up for free. Real story, he will let you level up for free. So I'm gonna actually push this into vigor right now because more health is never a bad thing. I'm gonna do something that's called a quality build, where you focus on, I believe it's called a quality build anywhere, where it's like pretty well-rounded except for intelligence, faith, and luck, which is intelligence, faith, and attunement is stuff that you need for magic. The rest is physical attack, and I'm definitely more of a physical player than a magic or mage sort of player. So yeah, I'm gonna put a point into vigor, but it's at the cost of no souls. Let me tell you something. In Dark Souls, nothing is free. So we're gonna see. This is very secret. He doesn't tell you what he does, but I'm gonna show you what he does. So we're gonna level up. And we're gonna leave.
Champion of Ash.
He calls us a champion of Ash. Now, I want to show you something very sneaky that he just slipped into our inventory when we did that. The Dark Sigil, a black gaping hole in the flesh that resembles the brand of an undead. The darkness of humanity seeps from this bottomless pitch black hole, the gap filled by the accumulation of the curse. This dark sigil will never heal, but there is a tale told of a firekeeper who returned from the abyss and brought great comfort to a bearer of the curse. So now we are a cursed undead. Before we were just an undead. And in previous games we've been referred to as a cursed undead, and we hollow when we die in previous games. This game, we were just an undead or ashen one or unkindled. And just to show you we haven't died yet, so we're still human. But I'm going to show you what happens when inevitably we die. So that's something very sneaky that they don't tell you about, and people learn the hard way. But it doesn't really matter unless you care about what your character looks like, really. It doesn't really have an effect on your health like it did in earlier games.
There you are. I was thinking. You know I'm a petty thief. Well, perhaps I'll go on the prowl. Everyone's dead or hollowed away anyway, right? So I might as well fetch some weapons or treasure for you. Well, what do you say?
Okay. So this is important because Greerrat's a pretty cool dude, and he'll go to different areas of the game to pillage items for you, and his inventory of what he can sell will actually change with these great new items. You have to be very careful, though, because under certain conditions, he can safely go and pillage, and then under other conditions, he cannot safely pillage. So
Thank you.
I'm going to send him to
You will not be
pillage
disappointed.
because I'm pretty sure it's going to be
Greerat
safe.
the thief
Because I
was
believe he's going to go
once
to
a
the...
well-known name, until I ended up rotting in a cell.
Poor guy. Sorry I talked over him there, but anyway, it should be safe because he's going to probably go pillage the undead settlement, which is safe for him to go
Goodbye.
pillage. And he loves pillaging, so womp womp. It'll be fun. Let's see what we have. Okay, we're doing pretty good with items. Let's head to the Road of Sacrifices, which is an area that we just opened up in the last game after defeating a Boreal Outrider Knight, is what we were. Also nicknamed the Frost Knight by several people because of the frost buildup and the frostbite buildup that you get when you're messing with him. Alright, Road of Sacrifices. The real fun begins. The first area kind of held your hand a little bit. From here on out, things get pretty messy and hairy, to be perfectly honest. I don't know if I'm going to show you guys every single thing in the game, but I'm going to show you quite a bit now that I've been through it. So you see this guy here. Looks kind of like a normal hollow, but turns into a bit of a corvid creature, and we're going to talk about that in a second once I deal with this guy. Ooh, that's a good drop, a Corvian Great Knife, and that will actually give us some lore on these guys. I was going to give you what lore I had on them anyway, but why do it when the game can tell us? Dagger of the Unwanted, those guided by heretical storytellers. A rather large dagger with a powerful attack, but this transparent attempt to intimidate foes reveals much about its owner's fears. So, in Dark Souls 1, there were crow women who were associated with the goddess of Sid and Velka. These are crow men. And there's actually something of a hint later that these guys do have something potentially to do with Velka again in the future. But you can see kind of untransformed, and then like the multi-wing. If I can get this guy to ragdoll out for you, yeah, you can see multiple wings sprouting from his back. They're pretty nasty creatures. They're okay as long as you do not let them swarm you. So, yeah, and then we have this guy up here who, kind of a pain in the ass. I'm gonna see if I can grab this item without anybody noticing, but typically when you grab an item in this game, it triggers enemies, but it looks like we were okay there. Let's see. There's him. I'm gonna see what's back here first, it looks like. Yeah. See, they get kind of afraid of you, and then they freak out. And they are loud. If we look around a little bit, we can see a shiny over there. Nothing behind us. This is a dead end. Making sure we're not going to get ambushed from above. And we are actually going to charge this asshole. Before he can do anything particularly nasty. He also likes to mess with these guys a bit. Yeah, they like to flail around, smack their wings around a bit, and they have bleed build up on their weapons, which is not good. That's what that little meter was. It said that I was bleeding. But we did alright. We did good. Let's see. I hear one breathing somewhere, but I don't think there is any above us. Can't see anything below. Not just yet, anyway. I'm wary to jump down here because it's always better to be above something. And let's see if this has any wisdom for us. Be wary of left. Praise the tough enemy. We may have made a mistake. Item ahead and then enemy. Oh, it's another swordsman. Ooh. Oh, I remember this. Okay. Ooh. She just threw shit at us, for the record. And we don't want that. Here. Ooh. Jesus Christ. Yeah, she enchanted it with something. And I don't want to blow all my flasks on here. We're probably gonna die, truth be told. Jesus Christ, lady. Here, I'm gonna run and go get that item. Oh god, if I don't fall off in the process. Yay, we got the brigand hood and trousers, and please get off my screen so I can see what I'm doing. And brigand twin daggers. And we are actually gonna be a coward and homeward bone back to the bonfire last rested at. Cause you know what, in Dark Souls you gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. And in the beginning, when you're a weak little son of a bitch fresh out of a grave, gotta fold them. And we used up a bunch of our Estus trying to keep her at bay long enough to grab some items. But I'll read you the lore on the brigand set. See, it all works out. We can't use this yet because I believe there's a dex requirement. These paired daggers are the preferred weapons of the brigands of a distant land. When two-handed, the wielder holds a blade in each hand, allowing for divergent attacks that include left-handed moves. And then the armor set. Hood from a foreign land, probably belonged to a brigand who met his match. In foreign lands, undead were banished to send a message to populace, and when the message was not heard, they banished the living too. Yeah, being undead and being cursed as an undead, not a favorable thing in this game. Okay. Just chill out. Just fucking chill. And then there's this guy. You chill out too. And because we already dealt with Homeboy up there, we don't need to deal with him again. So we're just gonna zoom, zoom, zoom past these guys. Oh, I miscalculated. I thought that was gonna pass through. I fucked up. Okay, yeah, this place twists and turns quite a bit. Fuck you. Yep, we're just gonna peace out, Napoleon. Alright, and yes, here's the bridge. Ah, yep, that guy is screaming, letting everyone know that we're here, is what that is. Oh my god, I can't see anything. Okay. Nope. Jesus Christ, you animal. Got a Titanite shard out of it, though. Christ above. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna end up having to deal with these guys anyway, aren't we? That's how it looks. So, we got that. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you and your screaming, bro. I don't need this shit from you. Okay, we dealt with him. That's where we were, down there. Whew, that was scary when the camera fucked up like that. So we're gonna run over this way. Deal with him. Ooh, we got the Great Corviate Scythe. Worth it. Try down, hiding place. Yeah. It's pretty smart, actually. But there is a doge. Multiple doge. Whoa, puppies. Let's just calm down. I don't think I was actually... Ooh, Braille Divine Tome of Kareem. We can get somebody to read this. And Morn's Ring. These are actually, if you remember the guy from Kareem from the Undead Settlement who was looking after somebody in a cage, this is his ring, actually. Let's see what it does. I actually didn't get this in my other playthrough. It boosts miracles. A malformed ring given to Knights of Kareem. Boosts miracles. Morn served the goddess Ketha and later became an apostle of the Archbishop. They labored together to provide comfort to the suffering. So, if you are a magic user, that'll help you out a bit. Try stabbing in the back, yeah, I would say so. We are also playing online by default, so we will very likely be getting invaded over the course of this walkthrough. Ooh! Didn't let me. And he had red eyes. It's a good thing we knocked him out when we did, to be perfectly honest. Ooh. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't fuck with you. Oh, wow. As I was healing, dude, fuck off. Good news is there's a bonfire right there. So we're okay. And there's also 2 very important NPCs that we're going to be dealing with. But first, let's light this thing and rest. because we got our asses handed to us a little bit there. Alright. What's your story?
Oh, hello. How do you do? I am Anri of Astora, unkindled like you. This is Horace, a friend and travelling companion. Are you too in search of the Lords of Cinder? We are well along the road of sacrifices. Below us is the Crucifixion Woods. Beyond the flooded woods lies Farron Keep, home of the Undead Legion. Further yet is the Cathedral of the Deep. We seek the cathedral, home of the grim Aldrich. We may go our separate ways now, but we are both seekers of lords. The next time we cross paths, one may find the other in a time of need. May the flames guide your way.
So Anri of Astora is a really important NPC, and fun fact, because we're playing as a male character, she is female, but in my other game where I'm Zelda playing as a female, Anri is male, and there's a reason for that. It's a really heterosexist reason, but it's a reason nonetheless.
Oh, yes, Horace. He's not very talkative.
That's Horace over there.
Don't think ill of him. He's an upstanding, kind-hearted knight, a fine partner for this grueling journey. Without his help, I would have cursed this onerous duty long ago.
Anri is also wearing the Elite Knight armor, which people will recognize from the other Souls games. Do you have anything else to tell us?
Along the road of sacrifices, beyond the flooded woods, we may go our set the next time we cross. May the flames guide you.
So she's just giving us kind of a geographical overview, which is pretty kind of her because this next area is a pain in the ass. It is just a swampy, messed up, there's a lot going on. It's really easy to get turned around and get lost, and we probably will, to be perfectly honest. But let's talk to Horace, who doesn't talk. Kind of into some S&M bondage shit here, we can see. He's actually wearing something called the Exile set, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like the fucking rubber man from American Horror Story. But anyway, if you make him grunt at you, he gives you the Covenant of Blue Sentinels. Could you say that again, sir? I don't understand your accent. Got it. He wants us to move forward. So, let's see. Covenants. So we got the Way of Blue from Emma in the High Wall of Lothric section. And this is the Blue Sentinels. They're related. Faded sheepskin parchment depicting the Dark Moon and a sword. Equipped to pledge oneself to the Blue Sentinels Covenant. When a member of the Way of Blue is threatened by a dark spirit, the Blue Sentinels, in compliance with an ancient accord, assume the form of blue spirits and help to root out the invader. Summoning takes place automatically while this is equipped. So if we're invaded with either of these, blue spirits will be summoned to help root out the invader and protect you. That's basically what that means. Which, I am somebody who absolutely hates being invaded. You'd think I would equip it, but I don't. Huh, it's a hole, but a hole. Yeah, this place is going to suck. Over there where the flames are lit, that's Farron's Keep. Up there is where the pilgrims were, where we rescued Yoel, I believe his name is. And there's the dead dragon. That would be the undead settlement, or not the undead settlement, the, what do you call it? The High Wall of Lothric and Lothric Castle. They're up there. And then over that way, I believe, would be the Cathedral of the Deep. So just getting some establishment on this. We're almost at 30 minutes, so I'm actually going to run back and spend our souls. And then I will meet you guys here next time. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you next time, and we will be taking on the Crucifixion Woods. I'm not looking forward to it. You guys probably are. Anyway, I'll see you next time.